Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I thought it'd be fun to do a sort of TBR jar picks what I read for August. I've been seeing these pop up a lot on BookTube recently, and I think I have the name down. I think it was Rachel Catharine who started this, but I thought it would be fun. I have my little gold little bucket. I don't even know what you'd call this. But I'm gonna pick probably about 5 reads for this month because I have some other ones that I'm already currently reading. So let's get started. So first prompt is, a short story collection. Okay, prompt number 2 is a mystery set outside of the US. Ooh, okay, this will be an interesting one. All right, prompt number 3 is a book about books or a bookstore. Prompt number 4. Ooh, a fairy tale retelling. Ooh, this one will be fun. I think I have a couple of those. I know, I wonder if Olivia Blake's. No, I guess that's more of a Romeo and Juliet, her new book that came out. I don't know, I'll find something. And the last, 5th prompt, I'll be reading this month. A book set in New England. Ooh. Oh, I don't know if I have anything. Let me go see if I can find something. For my short story collection prompt, I have a couple different options. I have the Bloody Chamber by Angela Carter. And then I also found Joan Didion's Slouching Towards Bethlehem. So I believe that this is about California during the 60s. And it's like portraits of people that Didion is not out to expose but to understand. She makes them neither villainous nor glamorous, but alive and botched and often mournfully beautiful. So this sounded really cool too. And then The Bloody Chamber is also a classic. So I have these two. And then I also looked on my Libby and I have It Came From the Closet. Let's see, by Joe Vallese. I also know that Carmen Maria Machado did one of the stories in the collection. Let me think. What do I want to read? I think I'm gonna go with It Came From the Closet, The Queer Reflections on Horror. I think that one sounds the most intriguing out of my options. So I'm gonna go with that. Then, so for the prompt of a book about books, I also have a couple options again. I have The Book Eaters by Sunyi Dean. And this one I believe is about people who eat books and consume them as they would food. And then eventually a child is born that doesn't want to eat books, but he wants to eat brains. A different kind of hunger. So this one also sounds super good and very, very intriguing. So I have another book that I just got on Libby as well, and it's Ink Blood Sister Scribe by Emma Torres. I'm butchering that name, I'm so sorry. And this one sounded really interesting too. It's about these 2 half-sisters that have to come together, and there's like magical books, and they have to work together, and I think there's like betrayal and secrets, and it sounds so good and so interesting and kind of right up my alley. So I think the next book, I think I want to do The Book Eaters. I'm going to do The Book Eaters by Sunyi. And for the prompt, a book set in New England, I found one book. I think I have a couple, but this was the one I was most excited about. I have Practical Magic by Alice Hoffman. Everyone always raves about this book. I love a good witchy story, and I don't know if this is generational or not, but this one also looks so good. I remember watching the movie as like a kid, and I grew up watching it kind of like around Halloween every now and then, and I think it was with Sandra Bullock. But it was such a good movie, and so if it's anything like the book, I'm gonna be really excited. So this is gonna be my next prompt. So for the fairy tale retelling, I found Gods of Jade and Shadow by Silvia Moreno-Garcia, and it's supposed to be based off of Mexican folklore. So it's about a young woman and the Mayan god of death who kind of embark on this journey. And it's set during the Jazz Age. So it says that she is stuck in her dusty small town performing menial chores until the day when she opens a curious wooden box and accidentally frees an imprisoned deity. Ooh, this sounds so good. I'm excited to get into this one. Anything fairy tale retelling, I always get really excited about. I love clever books, and I always think fairy tale retellings can always be so clever. So very excited for that one. And then finally, I have a mystery set outside of the US, which was one of my last prompts. I have Agatha Christie, and Then There Were None. I read this one in high school, and I almost think this copy might be from when I read it in high school. Oh, does anyone else love the smell of like old books? Oh, it smells so good. But I don't even think it was high school. It might have been middle school. But I remember thinking it was such a good book, and that's all I can remember. I really don't remember much of the story. I think so the story says that there are 10 people who are summoned to a weekend away on a private island. And there's like an eccentric millionaire. And it sounds like each one of the 10 keep dropping dead. And no one is above suspicion. I haven't read an Agatha Christie in years, so I would love to get back into her like famous mystery novels, and this one sounds so good. And I think there's a movie about it too, but I'm really excited for this one. This one looks so good. And I remember nothing, honestly, so I'm excited to reread this one and jog my memory. But I also have one more book that can contend with the last prompt. I have Shady Hollow by Juno Black. And it is about a reporter, and she is a fox. Her name is Vera Vixen, and there's a murder mystery that needs to be exposed. This looks so cute. So it's like a fictional world. I think it was Shady Hollow is like the town that it takes place. So it's not technically in the US because it's like a fictional town, but I don't know if this kind of works for the prompt. I don't know. Shady Hollow sounds like such a cute little murder mystery. And then Agatha Christie is like such a classic. I think I'm gonna go with Agatha Christie. I want to save Shady Hollow for like maybe in the fall because it's still pretty warm out and this almost doesn't feel right for this time of year. So I think I'm gonna go with Agatha Christie. So these are my final books. I have The Book Eaters by Sunyi, Practical Magic by Alice Hoffman, Gods of Jade and Shadow by Silvia Moreno-Garcia, and Then There Were None by Agatha Christie. And then my last one is the short story collection. That is It Came From the Closet, Queer Reflections on Horror. And those will be my August reads. And I am so excited to get to these. All of them sound so good. And let me know what you plan on reading in August in the comments down below. Bye, everyone.